Woof woof.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. Hi Moody, thank you for the resub for we have a baby. For 9 months. We have a child now. Oh no, I'm so sorry. No worries. I was frantically trying to put a tweet up, so you're good. Hi, how are we doing, gamers? Hello, hello. I'm good. We married? I mean, we could be. Are you proposing? It's just, it's what people say, right? When you have 9 months of a sub, they're like, oh, we have a baby now. It's so silly, but I enjoy it. But hi! I'm sorry about your insane client. Do I need to a little bit. Because I will. You're married to 4 of us? Listen, at this point, I'm apparently married to the boys, to Bon, to you. I'm married to everyone. Not her fault. Her owner didn't do enough to teach her how to be. Aw, poor baby. Poor baby. That happens. But I get that. Poor baby. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm feeling very energetic. So I was like, yes, I will actually stream 2 days in a row. I'm here. Whatever. Because yesterday I did my little Halloweeny scary game stream, where I did genuinely feel very anxious at playing, observation duty. So that was great. And, today I woke up rather early and, just got up, found out that I had no bread in the house, which is great. So ate an apple and I was like, all right, grocery time. Went to get groceries, ate, and just did a bunch of chores because I knew exactly what I was gonna work on today, because I showed it off on stream yesterday. But I have a new ref sheet that I'm working on. So I'm gonna be doing that, because I'm working on my new truesona. Noi isn't going anywhere. Just so that people know. Because I know some people were like, are you changing Noi into a cat? I'm like, no. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. She's here. I'm here. I ain't going anywhere. But I've always had multiple personas, so I just want a nice truesona that is like a more direct way to show who I am. But nothing like crazy since yesterday. No big changes or anything. Because like I just streamed today, so I just rambled off. But you know, now s'mores in your truesona can have. Yeah, I settled on the name Siggy, for sure, because Sigrid is still a very dear name to my heart. But I do really enjoy the nickname Siggy. So to have it be different enough, I guess. I figured that going for Siggy would be good. Yeah! Because Honey was cute, but it's not me, if that makes sense. And that's how I felt about March. Because, like, I have some friends who still call me that. It is a nickname that I have. But it's a very specific nickname. Like, only specific to them, really. And it never felt truly fitting to me to, like, my personas. I only did it because to avoid like name confusion between old Noi and current Noi. But I feel like this is more me. I feel like it suits me. I don't know. Big brain moment over. That was it basically. Siggy can just be called a Honey Calico. True. I did think very shortly about like a honey, like maybe like a beeswax marking or something, when I was contemplating the name Honey, but I settled on the ghost markings because I like them. And I don't know, I just think it's cute. I'm very excited to work on it. I need to line a couple more things, but it's mostly just coloring and then like, what you would call it, the like makeup of the reference sheet, like the background and such. Oh, I'm also testing out, I should get my cafecito out. I'm testing out some new settings today for my model, just to see if I like it. I like experimenting with settings. I basically made my head a little bit less delayed, if that makes sense. My mouth has always been snappy. But I just like messing around with things. I still love having Cakes on my shoulder. I keep like leaning into him. So yeah, if you notice some differences, that's probably why. I just like testing stuff out. And of course, we're back to normal me, no more free demon. Y'all have to summon me the real way now. It's still very much in the list, but I was demon throughout all of October as a treat. So now I get to be back to me. I kind of almost forgot for a second. I was like setting up my model and I was like looking at it and I was like, what is different? Oh, right. So one singular tail and just regular me, but I still love regular me. You wanted to ask me a feebridger thing because I wanted to see if I can make my mouth more reactive. Yes. I mean, I'd say feel free to ask your question, but I'm stupid and I rely on Bun for most of my feebridger related stuff. So I can definitely see if I can help, but or do you just mean that? Because like I don't think you use feebridger, right? You just use a webcam. But there was one more thing I wanted to say and I forgot. What else is new? I'm just happy I have energy today. I was really not sure yesterday because that game scared me. I also need to make sure my phone is on silent. I was wondering if you thought it was better than just VTuber Studio itself. So I do think it is. You use your phone camera. I do think it is. But of course it's limited to iPhone X and up, I think. You can also use iPads. I did use my iPad for a while for it. Because I used both. So I used my iPad for like just with VTube Studio for tracking. It was fine, but and like don't get me wrong, a lot of like X movements or whatever the fuck they are can be within. Why is it like bouncing so much when I blink? That's probably the new settings. But those are definitely things that can be rigged in regardless. I think it's like the puffing of the mouth, which I don't really have. And like tongue, of course. Although, no, I think you can have tongue without VBridger too. What VBridger really adds is jaw movement versus mouth movement. So they're separated. I'm trying to think of like what specifically VBridger adds. I do think it's like better at tracking more precisely. And there's like things that you can add, like the if I frown and look sad, my ears go down and they turn and such. And of course, reactives. But I'm going to be real. I do think that Bun can give you a better answer, although they're on vacay right now. So I'd say pose the question to them after they're back. Because unfortunately, I have had my experiences, like I've used a webcam, I've used my iPad, and I've used VBridger, and I do like VBridger the most, but I've also not used this model with the old stuff, so I've only used older models that also didn't have as many in-betweens, I guess. I feel like despite my mouth being tailored to me, that it still isn't exact. But maybe I just save the higher quality stuff for when I make a new model. I mean, you can always do a upgrade, because like that's tough too, because like Bun did 2 mouth updates, I think, on this model alone. There was the first mouth, and then Bun didn't like that, so they updated it. And then they found a new way to working with it for V-Bridger, which is what I'm using now. And I find that this one is the most accurate that I've ever had. This is like the best thing that I've had. I'm trying to think whether, like, if that is worth it or not. I mean, I'd say discuss with either whoever rigged your model, or if someone, like, I know that Bun added a tail for you. I don't know if your original rigger and you and Bun would all be comfortable in discussing something like that, but I know that certain stuff can be re-rigged. Yeah, it's Bun did a really good job, and I do know that a little uwu mouse, like the shape is harder in a sense of, like, it comes with its own challenges. But this mouth it truly is insane. But yeah, that comes down to I don't dare to say whether that's like V-Bridger specific or not. I know that there are shapes in my mouth for sure that are V-Bridger specific. I can look at my shit because I'm looking at it anyway. My settings. Let's see, because I want to up my smoothing slightly. So I don't. There we go. So I don't, like, bob my head every time I blink. Let me see, because I know in the bottom here, I have mouth funnel, which is like a U shape basically, that's been added in there. Mouth pucker is specific to V-Bridger. You are not. You shouldn't be. Jaw. Press mouth open. There are some that add extra shapes. But yeah, I'd say for sure ask Bun after they're back, because I think they're going to know the most about it. I'm only going off of what I see, but sadly, I don't know. I don't know for 100%. I want to say the reason my mouth works so well is V-Bridger, but I also know that's rigging, because you can have a regular mouth, throw it in V-Bridger, and it's still not going to be the same. Like, hold on, for free, I'm just gonna show, like, so this mouth is completely set to work with V-Bridger, right? Oh my god. I forgot that I still have this. This mouth is not, which is why it very much goes like, if I move my jaw down, it just makes a sad face. So it's not directly connected. So that the mouth, if you want V-Bridger, it definitely has to be changed to be added to V-Bridger. I need to take off this. There we go. Regular baby. Will this? Oh boy. It doesn't have a demon mode. That's fine. There we go. Worm in your bathtub? Damn! I don't even have a bathtub. I did have a little weirdo man in observation duty in the bathtub, but hi! Welcome on in. Oh. I keep forgetting to click out of V-Bridger to not zoom. Let me make sure that I'm reading the chat as well. Seemed like for mine, but then it wasn't. Then again, I wasn't super specific when I got this one made. I mean, it is extremely valid. You do get a better eye for it as well over time. So, thank you for the headpats. So I'd say don't be too hard on yourself. Like, my old models, I didn't quite know everything about it either, and I didn't know what questions to ask because I wasn't familiar with it. So you just take what is given to you, you know? But yeah, no worries. First attempt, but I think I'm at the point of this could be better. But I gotta cool my fucking jets. I have a problem with needing to constantly improve things. Yeah, no, I get you. I'm happy that I could have answered some questions, but I definitely say, like, I wouldn't, like, replace your entire model if you feel like that is something you struggle with, because it is a serious investment every single time. So I get you. Like, if not time sink, a money sink. But you can always try smaller updates. I'm very lucky that Bun experiments on my model. Bun is just like, hey, anyway, I found a new way to do a mouth. Can I do it on yours? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, go ahead. But yeah, all I know is that if you just take a non-V-Bridger model to V-Bridger, it won't immediately improve. At the end of the day, it requires extra rigging for that. There's changes to it, but it weirdly won't be as reactive, I find, because that's what I struggle with the little baby model, is that that little feral one. That one was before I had V-Bridger, so it's not made for it. And now I sometimes have a hard time making it open its mouth because it doesn't recognize the form and input and what to do with it. It's just like, I won't do anything. I'm like, thanks. I love that. Great. I've got some tea because it's cold as fuck again today. I need to make sure that everything went out properly. And if you ever want to, like, by the way, Moody, if you ever want to, like, look at model settings of mine, you know I don't mind going into a video call with you and, like, going over stuff. So, and I know that Bun is very patient with questions as well. So, you're good. Do not have the money to get improvements. I've still got one payment left for my current one, but I hope I can get a rig drink hand, like what your cafecito and double puffs with scrunchies for my head. Yeah, like it's nice to think of, like, stuff like that for sure. So I get you. I'm so excited to hit up Bun for my rigging when I can get my Life 2D model. I absolutely fell in love with how well animated Noi is, and I'm looking forward to being able to have something similar someday. Hell yeah! I will say, for Bun's sake, I can't stress enough that my model is on the expensive end of Bun's rigging. That's quite a few extra hours. So keep in mind what your setup is, like whether you're working with V-Bridger or not. But the extra stuff that I have is not free. So I definitely always recommend Bun. But if you're looking for something more similar to mine, to keep in mind that it's not, like, going to be the base price that they have on their V-Gen. They're worth their fucking price, though. I still say that Bun is so cheap comparatively. I'd love that sometime. Yeah, no worries. You know me. You can hit me up anytime, but I'll definitely look what time I have this week, and then we can sit down, and otherwise somewhere next week. Like, no shit, I'd been in the VTuber community for a while, and the first day I saw your model working, I was like, holy shit, well, yeah. bun is still really affordable for sure. Absolutely. And like, there's some I can't pronounce stuff. There are some other models out there rigged by Bun that I also suggest you taking a look at. Faye is sometimes in the chat. They have a model drawn and rigged by Bun as well. Hell, like, they just... Hold on. Me promoting the wife on my stream, I would never. It's totally not like a consistently grab Bun's shit, but they just posted a new model in October, so I'm just gonna dunk that in chat. If you haven't seen it yet, please take a look at this. Take a look at this baby! It's so cute. I remember Bun showing it to me and I was screaming. It's so cute! But I do think like Bun has a very good idea of what they're doing. And again, it's very affordable. Beautiful work every time. And what I really appreciate about Bun is that they still very much strive to improve their skill. Speaking of! Hi, baby! My whole ass is showing. I was just gushing about you. What I'm talking about? Nothing. Just how much I love you and your work. I'm actually fucking flustered. This is hilarious to me. I was just saying, we were talking about your rigging. We fucking love Bunny. We do. I was just showing the new model that you posted on the 26th, the little bunny, and I was saying that your work is very affordable and very good, and that it's important to not just compare Bun's work to this model, but to all your work, because there's different ranges of it, and that I appreciate that you always strive for improvement and like to learn new things within rigging and stuff, and that I think that's very cool. So that's what you missed on I'm a fucking simp. Because Moody had some questions about my mouth that I can't fully even answer. Yeah, you like trying new things, but I always think that's really cool because, I mean, I'm the same with like drawing. It's nice to see people wanting to grow and seeing that active improvement. Like, obviously you got better at rigging over time just by practice and doing it, but also just like because you're like, oh hey, I haven't tried out this, but I want to try it out and I will try it out. And I just think that's fucking neat. But yeah, I was just saying that like if they consider commissioning you, people in my chat, to consider that if you want to if you use my rigging as an example, if you're gonna approach you for rigging and be like, yeah, I want a model like Noise, that to be prepared that it's not going to be the base price of things, because I know that you put a lot of fucking effort into this one. But you know, we gotta appreciate it. Oh, I love tea. I have chai again. I really need to replace some tea in my tea box. So I'm trying to work through everything that I have. But this is one of my staples. I haven't had my favorite in a while though. I love fucking Moroccan mint and I don't have it at the moment. Oh no, your motto is like 1.5/2K thing and I didn't know. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, because like people often forget that it's full body and it has a lot of extra shit. Oh, cakes. Boy be boy. Guess no hoodie, but Moroccan mint is the best mint. I highly agree. But I have a lot of extra stuff. Head pats for the boy. It was just snuggling into my hoodie. It's fine. A lot of what even else? A lot of I'm like trying to pull out the shit without making. There we go. Go away, go away. There we go, there we go. But a lot of, oh my god, no. That's the button. A lot of things are in this model. So there's also that. And I always suggest, also hi, I'm close to the mic for a sec. And I always suggest for people who aren't like, I have a full body model because I'm the artist and I get to draw it myself anyway. So all I'm really torturing with that is myself. As we reveal the Pete's once more. But I do suggest people to get a waist up, like to get something like this at most. Maybe more like this. Because for the most part, this is all you're gonna see. I like being close to you guys and just being like, hi. Also, anyone getting rigs from me, expect random 3 messages. Yeah, you do. It's amazing. I've talked about it before where you just like, you will hit me up. You went on vacation and either a day before or something, you were like, anyway, here's another patch. Because, yep. But hey, I appreciate your dedication. Your excitement to work on my model keeps me excited to keep working on my stuff. Yeah, the art part is why I'm intended to go to both of you when I get mine. I have pretty good faith that my boy would be amazing in noise style, and I want that beautiful rigging from one. Ah, I'm really flattered. I am genuinely flattered that people are liking our combination. What the fuck? Oh, that's my pillow? No, that's my... What is... Oh, that's my slipper. Like, what's under my foot? It's my slipper. Fucking scared me. I'm sitting like a gremlin again. But enough being gay about butt. Listen, I can always talk about one, but what? Cakes, why is your knife out? Put your knife away. It's because I accidentally must have clicked it. Don't be pulling out knives on me. What I'm gonna do is draw. Never, but the gay is adorable. Okay, true, fair. And I love confusing people. It's great. Listen, I will never actually stop being gay for my friends. But... Knife, yes! I have a knife, but Cakes also has a knife. Just in case chat ain't behaving. Why is it... I didn't draw on my eyebrows today and now it's like struggling. Yeah, we got knives. Oh, what is happening? Oh, my tracking is getting stuck. Okay. I clicked too many buttons and now it's like, excuse me, ma'am. Can you stop? There we go. That is one hiccup that I will say does happen with V-Bridger specifically. Sometimes it gets stuck. And I don't know what makes that happen. Are you really friends if you aren't just a little gay for each other. Even with you guys, it's called bromance. Homosexual. Again, I am homosexual. What gets stuck? Sometimes my tracking gets stuck. It was just doing a little hiccup. You can't see it anymore because I already reset it, but... I think it generally happens... Sometimes it doesn't happen for like weeks, but it usually happens when I click too many buttons, and considering that I do have quite a couple toggles on my model, it like doesn't always know what to do. But yeah, no, I get it. You gotta be a little gay for the friends. It's fine. Again, homosexual. Enough of that. I need to work on this, baby. Well, I don't need to. I want to. I need to stop sitting like a gremlin. Where's my other slipper? Save! I will. I haven't done anything. I literally looked at it, I'm like, oh, there's nothing to save. Cause I was doing colors. It's raining right now, so I can hang here for a while. It's raining here too. It was like raining wet fucking snow. I don't like that. Gross. But luckily I did groceries early. And I didn't have to deal with that. Wet snow is the worst. It is. Let's see. I need to do the markings on my best estimate. Oh, right. But I'm gonna start with lining because I forgot to draw in the glasses. I picked a gold color that I liked. I do have gold frames, so... I'm just gonna do the same thing because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna line this. What I'm gonna do instead is make it do the work for me. I'm wearing a long sleeve thing that's in the way. I like how I have to draw glasses on my Sona now, because I do wear glasses, but I don't always love drawing glasses. Sometimes getting the shape is hard. I feel like I'm towing a line with auto mode sometimes. I get pinged by it so many times. No, it's okay. You're really fine. It's because I have it set to a very heavy one. On purpose, because I have been hate rated before. Now this is over a year ago, so I technically don't have to set it to that, but I am personally more comfortable with allowing stuff than things sneaking through the cracks that really shouldn't. So it's more me than it is you, trust me. I just have it set to a very, very high one. One that really cracks down on everything. So for that one, it pinged because you said little gay, and it's like, oh, that can be bullying. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it can. It's not here. But yeah, it's a safety. And like, I like this to be a safe space, you know, but that also includes me. And I haven't gotten like any issues in quite a while. Like, except for yesterday, people just not knowing that one of the words was a slur. But luckily, the auto mod picked it up, and that makes me happy because we don't want that to happen. Because that's the other thing. I can get in trouble for that. We don't want that. So I truly say don't sweat it too much, especially when my mods or I allow the things that are being said. It's not like, oh, we're just allowing it this one time. No, it's truly like, you can call it a little gay. I am, in fact, a little gay. I'm actually a lot gay. If the streamer doesn't feel safe, then they don't feel comfortable streaming, and then everyone just has a bad time in general. True. No, I've had it a little bit in the past where I've had to have a conversation with chat to be like, hey, mind your manners. And just because something is funny to you doesn't mean it's funny to everyone. And if you notice me like giving you multiple warnings, maybe be a little bit more aware. But I'm just here to have a good time, man, and for people to feel good. And if there's anything really like happening that needs a proper warning, it will happen. My mods are very good at picking things up. And if not immediately, I will address things later. I think genuinely the only issue I've had in the past that was like a more consistent one was people thinking it's okay to call me mommy, and I'm like, no, please, no. Mama would be fine in the sense of like, I know that within the VTuber community, those words get used for your artist and your rigor. But it's why Cakes calls me boss. And not mommy. Because I don't trust some of y'all. This is the problem. When you really like the shape and the sketch, no idea. That's something I don't see enough with streamers whose viewers regularly friendly bully them. They tend to be fine with it up to a point, and then it gets grating, but they kind of just deal with it until they hit a breaking point instead of, you know, sitting down and going like, hey, Isa. Yeah, exactly. Like, I had to step in really quick with it because I'm not the type for subtlety, and if it's like a gentle thing, but like, you know, me fucking up on my words because I stumble a lot. If it's like every once in a while, of course, I can have a good laugh about it too. Or, you know, when we were talking yesterday about how I'm fucking a lover of horror media, except I'm a huge baby when it comes to playing horror games. You can call me a baby in that, and I won't mind, because I agree. And also, it's not like everyone's calling me a huge baby all the time. But there are things where it gets a little too fucking personal, and then immediately I'm just like, nope, don't do that. That's rude. There's also a difference between playful bullying and being rude, and the line is usually, do I know you well enough? Like if you are a regular in my community, I know kind of the tone that people set, and that I set. So it's easier for me to then pick up on whether something is a joke. Someone just comes in, it's like, hey, you sound stupid. I'd be like, whoa, hello? Rude? Don't do that. That's mean. And I am in fact a huge baby. But yeah, I think I do get that people don't always feel comfortable to address it, because it is an uncomfortable thing to address, I will say. Because I felt very nervous in the past to like draw lines or even ban people if necessary, because like I don't want people to feel bad. But then I realized like, wait, if I'm saving their feelings, but in turn feeling bad because they make me feel bad, then that's just not worth it. Because it kills my mood, and then I cut my stream short, you know? Because I don't want to struggle through. So I do think it's quite important to like have a general rule of etiquette with your chat. Because in that same way, I would expect that, like, if I overstep anyone's bounds in my chat, that they would let me know. And that if someone comes into my chat overstepping the bounds, very obviously, that other people who are in the community would be like, hey, that's not the tone here. Maybe don't. Okay, layer... outline. And that's how you draw glasses. Maybe I will do an outline of 2. Oh, it's because it's not doing that. Okay. It's like, what is happening to it? That looks nice. It's a multifold problem if you're trying to make it as a streamer, because on the one hand, you're worried about reducing your viewer base. In general, you're worrying about others judging you for being oversensitive. You're worried about whether it'll make the harassment intensify. There's a lot to it, so I kind of struggle with it. So it's kind of struggly, especially early on. Yeah, exactly. And like, sometimes you don't know where your line is, personally. Like, I knew that I'm never going to be comfortable with being sexualized. Occasional compliments here and there, absolutely fine. My friends can joke with me, but my friends are my mods and my VIPs, and I try to make that rather clear. I'd rather them think I'm a crybaby than hate streaming. Yes, same. Oh my god. And, you know, there is that question, right? Because, like, I see it a lot within the VTuber community, especially with, like, some very popular VTubers. And, like, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against it. If you watch, what's her name? God, the orca. Lily? I'm really bad with names. So... mind you, that's me. I'm Shy Lily, thank you. These streams are fun to watch. I don't really partake in them, but I've seen clips and I've seen things come by and things being said that would not fly in my stream whatsoever. But like, go for it. If that's what you're comfortable with, fuck it up. I don't care. Same with like, Buff is still one of my favorite streamers, and people can get horny. She gets horny in turn, and I'm like, you know, again, fuck it up, but don't do that here. We can get horny about fictional characters, but reminder, I'm not a fictional character. I know it may seem like it because I have an animated character on the screen, but there's a person behind it, and she feels uncomfy. Yeah, I feel the same, Moody. I'm exactly the same. I will say like one thing and then that's my interaction for that month's worth of watching this stream. It's funny to watch. But I don't have the energy to keep up. But it, you know, and those are like some really big streamers that just come to mind for me when it comes to this kind of stuff. We reached our goal, but also remember the moon. Hi, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Come on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Sorry, I'm like, oh, we reached the goal. Yeah, here's my sub message. Peace out. I mean, it is a sun message because you are the light of my life. So your sub messages are my sun messages. I said, thank you, Fidget Monster. Yeah! Cherry joining in. I love this. That's another reason I like dropping in on your streams. You're really pleasant to talk with. So on top of adoring your model and work, the conversation makes it appealing to hang out here. I'm really glad. I'm really, really glad. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I worry. Because I'm not very like snappy with my humor. I'm not very quick with reacting if I like make a blush or something. Like I'm slow. And I worry because I'm like, oh, am I funny enough? But I mean, people come and hang out here, so clearly something is going right. And I really enjoy being here. Like I enjoy sharing my work and talking about these things. Talking has always been a way for me to process my thoughts. So I really enjoy it too. And I'm glad that others are right there with me. I can be witty, but not often. My head's too empty, man. If we are gonna go cheesy, say sun message because you are the light of my world. I said light of my life. Was that close enough? Listen, I can once again not stress enough that I'm homosexual. And my homies, they be looking good. And I am very appreciative of them, actually. I really need a I need a little point redeem. Hold on, I'm gonna write it down because I will forget. I need one that says gay. Why am I being gay? Because y'all can throw me in horny jail, but I don't think I'm being horny right now. I'm just being affectionate. I need a gay redeem. Horny is me talking about Sakana. That's me being horny. Fox Spotter, welcome to the fall. Oh, Jesus. Hi. Thank you for the follow. I can't talk anymore. I like your name. You have indeed spotted a fox. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Let me write this. Gay redeem. There we go. My ads also start in like 5 minutes. So a little heads up. I won't do words today. Or at least not right now. Because after the ads are done, I kind of just want to jump right back in. Thank you! I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I, just in case I was zoomed in this entire time, I'm working on my truesona. So Noi is one of my first sonas. And now I'm working on one that is more accurate of what I look like. And I really appreciate it. I hope you will like it here. We're just talking about Twitch etiquette and being gay. But yeah, no, I truly enjoy streaming and just having a good time. And some days I'm like way more focused than others. Today is truly one of those days where I'm like, oh, I am in a chatty mood. So welcome to me chatting. I hope my thought, what I have with this, works out. I've been sitting around quietly for a little bit. It's nice in here. Ah, I'm so happy. Yay. Well, just know that you're always welcome to lurk. No worries about if you're feeling quiet or shy. So I welcome lurkers, and I'm just happy to be sitting here and ramble. Oh no, one of the VTubers I like listening to the most is talking. How dare I? I will never shut the fuck up. Again, talking is for me is a way to process a lot of things that I'm going through or that I'm thinking about. It's why most of the time when like when I'm thinking about changes or my schedule, like even yesterday when I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, I let you guys know. I talked with you guys about it. The little donut guy, that's Cakes. Cakes can say hi. He's my text-to-speech imp. He's a baby, but we love him. Yeah! He just chills with us. It's hard to see him while I'm drawing, but he does also have a knife. So be careful. Yes. He's dangerous, but loving. It's okay. He would never hurt one of you guys. Unless chat misbehaves, you're good. No, I always like talking things through. I think I said it before when I first started watching, but your voice is really pleasant to listen to. Oh! Oh my gosh. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I never thought about my voice being something nice to listen to, so I'm always very appreciative when people think so. Yeah! Bun does an excellent job with rigging and adds so many cute details. I hate to have to do this, but my ads are starting in a second, and I am going to run them so that I can have a little break to stand up. But I will be right back with you guys. Remember to, in the meantime, stretch as well, and make sure you get something to drink. Alright, be right back! Hello, hello. Need to make sure I have the right things open. There we go. Hi. Oh, I'm still blushing. I mean, from people complimenting my voice, literally always, but... I've talked about this plenty before, but the fact that my voice is lower did initially make me feel insecure as a streamer. You got the first, Moody! Also, thank you. Because I don't have like that cutesy VTuber voice. And I was like, I don't know. And this is like a theme throughout my life, mind you. This is not just VTubing, but... And I don't think that one thing is better than the other or anything. But it's just like, the same with how I started with a human character, because that's what I saw. It's just like, you try to go for what you see, because that's what you see the most of. So you feel like that is what is expected. Not so, I didn't think so much about what I enjoyed. Yeah, I had a human one. It's same character, but human, and still with animal ears and all that, but I'm a furry artist, and have been for a long time. So again, I just did it because I thought that that's what was expected. So I think I can pull it up even without. Can I do that? I don't remember. Oh right, I need to change to it first. It's fine, I can quickly show. Is it still on here? Should be. Away I go! Oh, I'll lock my model. Hi! This is my old model. See? Same character and everything. Full body too. Some slight changes art style wise. I also drew this one. I've drawn all my models. Human noise still just as cute, thank you. So this was the 3.0. I think I do also have 2.0 on here. Now we're really going back. Hi! Oh, you're still wearing something. This is not a full body model. And you can see that the mouth is not made for the picture. Yeah, we're going back, Bun. So, Bun has rigged all my models, and I've drawn all my models. So this is a very interesting way to go back to old stuff and be like, look, this is what I used to look like. I went with a very simple style at first, just because I thought it'd be easier to rig, and I was thinking more mascot than I was thinking character, so that's why my 3.0 has more like what my actual style is. And then this is like all of our knowledge from the years combined into something that truly fits me. Sorry to do that to everyone. Fucking jump scare. Oh, no worries, no worries. It's never a bother. I don't mind showing old stuff. I think it's interesting to go over and show the differences. I've gone over old Noi before, and it's just I think it's interesting to see, you know, for everyone. Oh my god, stop. Again, I keep forgetting to click. Not gonna lie, the cutesy VTuber voice is not for me. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but there's also some that just take it kind of too far, in my opinion. I don't mean to put them down. They're still very good streamers. Just the concept of the voice being the norm is odd to me. I get that. I think it's also like a very femme thing. I am, throughout my life, know more femmes with higher voices than with my tone, and I do notice that when I stream I tend to talk in a higher register than if I'm like fully relaxed. But I've even let go of that, because in the beginning when I used to stream, I noticed that I used to talk in a way higher register of like what tone I can reach. Not because of expectation or anything, not because I felt like I had to. It's just a way to mask and a way to try and show enthusiasm, and over the years I've gotten more comfortable. So I just talk, but when I get excited, I tend to talk up to begin with. That was a issue for me too, because my voice got messed up from tonsillitis a few years ago. That might be why my voice is so low. I got tonsillitis a lot when I was like a young teenager, to the point where they really had to take my tonsils out because they were practically poisoning me. Don't suggest that. Great, not something not really cool. They were really fucking up my health big time. So if that has anything to do with it, but I don't mind. I like what I sound like, but I don't think about it in a way where it's like, oh, soothing to listen to or something. But look at how wild that improvement is. It's very, for me, it's very cool to see all the improvements. Also, hi Shrimp! Sorry, I missed your message there, but hi, have a nice break at work. I was just talking about my voice and my old model. It's encouraging too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know that my general art, when I first made models, like when my first model was drawn, was better quality-wise, but I didn't know how to translate that into a model just yet. And that takes comfort as well. I still put them side by side sometimes and screech. Yeah, it's funny to put them alongside each other. I think the voice fits the model perfectly well. I don't think you need to worry at all. Ah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I still don't think I'm a very like cutesy person, which is why I think I'm cute, don't get me wrong. It's just not cutesy. Which is why I'm changing up my truesona. But I wish I could have gotten mine out now. I have a raspiness to my voice that's kind of great for my ooh, yeah. I like your voice a lot too, actually, Muddy. Your laugh, Moody, is like very what's the word? Aanstekelijk. What the fuck is that in Dutch? In not Dutch, in English. Contagious. Your laugh is very contagious, and you have a very nice warmth to your voice. That I really like listening to. Sorry, I missed a piece of the stream, colleague. Oh no, you're good. Hi. See, when I get like very baby about stuff, I immediately am like, I talk up. You can't have me blushing at work. I can. If you guys have me, technically you guys have me blushing at work. I'm just in private. Please quarantine your laugh, Moody. It's contagious. That's a very good one. On the voice thing, I'm self-conscious about mine as well. I don't have a very deep voice, and I know that people really like that sexy, deep, masculine voice, and I just don't have that. I'm trying to get more comfortable with my voice, but it is difficult. I can imagine, because like I feel like there's like expectations on both sides, right? On like the feminine or masculine side. I think I always just rock your voice. Yeah, sure. Like, but that's the thing. Not all of us can be Corpse. Not all of us can be Markiplier. Not all of us can have a baby uwu voice. I can't think of people that have that voice. Not everyone can be that TikTok lady that ordered a very specific fucking alcoholic drink that had all of TikTok fucking swooning. I have a high, sexy voice. Just know that you're sexy. Hell yeah, shrimp. Cute, cool. Ah, thank you. I really appreciate that. As a dude, I just gotta roll with it. That's fair. And again, I think there's expectations on both sides for what like people see as the ideal, I guess. But everyone's fine. It's just our voices. And like, you can train to enunciate more if that's something you worry about. I had to train to enunciate more. Not just as a streamer. I used to be in theater school as a kid. And they made you train your enunciation because it's important for singing and for theater in general. Because you can't slur your words. No one will fucking understand you. And that has come in handy when streaming because I remember the exercises. I barely ever do them. I'm gonna be real. But I do remember them. It's just a lot of making sounds. And I think that's more important, I guess. It's like making sure that people can understand you. But even that I'm bad at because one, I ramble, and two, I slur my words all the time because I think faster than I speak. Hell yeah. Someone bark for me? Excuse me? Why are we barking for shrimp? How about y'all bark for me? Psh, coming in here. He's just feeling a little rough. Nice. Oh my god. I wanted to look up a very specific band t-shirt because I wanted this to be a band t-shirt and I know exactly which one. Panic at the Disco shirt.
Woof.
Cakes, don't bark for him. You don't have to do that. He can't tell you what to do. Moody, however, is like, I'm dog. I'm dog. Woof woof woof. Although to be fair, Cake started it this time. Well, technically Shrimp started it because he said to bark. I can't tell Cakes what to do. Hey now, he has his own mind. Where is the shirt that I have? Can I get a clear fucking image? This is exactly the shirt, but I want just the front. Yeah, I can. But it's just a dog. It's true. And life is a nightmare. Oh, you won't let me just right-click it? Joke's on you, I have a screen cap tool. I'm just a dog. And who let them out? There we go. Y'all can see what exact shirt. Here it is. This is the shirt that I have. Bye, Shrimp! Good luck with work! Him big strong. He been working so much. I could never. So with your model, did you have to draw each individual piece? So the way that works is you have a drawing, so it's not necessarily each individual piece. Hold on. I just want to fix the shirt and then I'll go over it real quick. Mossy Muscle, yes, I did read that right. Hi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Little deform. And then I just and then I select this color and I just make the shirt that color because I'm smart sometimes. Well, can I do that? Oh my gosh, don't do that. Yes, I can. Alright, I'm just gonna finish the shirt and then I can throw up my model file and show you because it's easier to explain when I pull it up. But basically you draw everything as is, but you draw everything with the intention of it moving around. And what I mean with that is that you also draw the things that you don't see. Okay. See, I'm a fucking genius. This shirt I specifically own. It's their tour shirt from when they went to EU. And I love it very much. So being able to just copy paste it on there is great. Let me save and then pull up my model. Making sure that I don't reveal shit that I shouldn't. Why is the head not on? But this is a great example to show you things that you don't see, but that I have drawn. No, you're good. Again, I really don't mind going into detail. I think it's fun. And I like answering people's questions, but all the parts are drawn fully. Where is my hair? Even Cakes is in here. Hello? Not these. Those definitely not open. That's the hood. Where's my hair? Here it is. But yeah, see, like, you draw... Going into the military. I've drawn all of the hair in the back, but you only see so much of it. So that's how it works. It's like you have to think about it in 3D space almost. All the layers have to be drawn out in a way where I can like take the boobies off, but then there's still a chest behind that, and the arms. Where's my... Here, and like the arms are like fully drawn, because if I drew like boobies here and didn't draw what you see within here, if I moved then in a way, suddenly that would be gone. And it's also why I have clothes and such in here that you don't see unless I have everything turned on. Because I intend on being able to do outfit changes. Yeah, exactly. It's basically paper dolls with extra steps. And then this is the file that I use to draw on, but the actual model file is the PSD, the one that I sent to Bun, with all the layers turned on. They look like this. And this is with every layer turned on, which is why I have like 5,000 fucking arms, all the little toggles and everything. So this is what Bun gets. Oh, I made my art program small for some reason. There we go. No matter how many times I see it, it's always fascinating to see all the pieces that get put together. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. I can't fathom just how mental it must be to do the rigging. I mean, you break it up in parts. I have never rigged anything before, mind you, but I've seen the way I see Bun work around it is basically you go about it in parts. You don't have everything turned on. One of the first steps that you do is like turning off toggles so that you can see the base stuff, and then you just break it down part by part. And you can, just as I can turn off things and turn on things, Bun can do the same in that program. So you don't have to see everything. So if you're like, let's say you're done with the hair and you don't want to look at it, you can just turn it off. Like if you want to have a closer look at the face. She's going into the military. Head gone. So no head. But yeah, it is a lot of work. Same as like drawing them is a lot of work. I will never lie about that. The reason I remember why the head was gone, I was showing Smooth, actually, who's not in chat at the moment, but I was showing Smooth how layers worked, because it can be a little bit hard to explain, because even the breakdown of certain parts get more complicated. This is just like a general view. Just imagine that everything you see, including like my teeth, are all completely drawn out, even when you don't fully see them. But how you then break up layers to make them move in certain ways gets more complex. And I won't go into that right now. Because it's a lot to explain, and honestly, unless you want to do it yourself, there's no real use of like knowing. I keep thinking there's like a little bit of dust on my floor that I can see in the corner of my eye, and I keep thinking it's a fucking bug, and it scares me. My next break, I'm gonna clean it up. No worries. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day too. And yeah, no problem. I don't mind sharing. Again, I like being able to answer questions. Bun has joked before about how I should just like either like do a stream or like do a service where I sit down and explain things to people. I wouldn't mind doing like a stream specifically at some point where I sit down and get to the nitty-gritty of how my model is split up. I love how you draw the floofy hair. Thank you. As someone with very curly hair, over the years I've struggled finding a good way to translate it, but I feel like I have a good way of it down now. In real life, I have what is called a wolf cut. Which I don't know if this translates into that as precisely, but I do quite like how this looks. I also have an undercut. A wolf cut. Yeah, it's a hair type. Everybody in the group howl. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's just a hairstyle. If you don't know what it looks like, oh woo! I'd say look it up. And I have an undercut that no one can see. Well, not in art like this. And I also currently have the underside of my hair bleached, including this little side of my hair. But it goes down, into the underside of my hair. Somewhere in the end of November, I'm getting a touch-up again, and I'll probably get my undercut re-dyed. Because I'm naturally a ginger, but I do like having my undercut be a dark color so that I can show it off a bit more. Do you have a fave animal you like to draw freestyle-wise? Good question. I mean, I'm very used to foxes, for sure, because... Hi. And I do like anything that gives me very fluffy tails. So foxes are definitely on top there. But cats are great. I really like bunnies as well because, like, I think they have a fun... Oh, hiccups. They have a fun ear shape. I haven't been... I haven't very varied much lately because I haven't drawn a lot of furries. I'm looking at my art to see... Drawn a bat before. Mostly cats and foxes. I will say I have a very anime style as well, so why yes, I do try to have some distinction with, like, noses. Like, cats become a heart shape. I usually try to draw dog noses a little rounder and fox noses, like, similarly, but I don't really make, like, a very distinct muzzle or such. For me, it usually comes down to ear shapes and, like, tails and such. Foxes are real special for sure. Yeah, I'm very fond of fox furries. Is there a Dutch word for the funk of waking up after Halloween, stomach hurt from eating too much candy, and FOMO of Halloween officially being over? No, because Halloween isn't a thing here. We don't have Halloween. So we're missing out to begin with. I'm pretty sure, I was talking about this with Moody. It's like, pretty sure that Halloween is an Irish holiday. That's the spookiest answer you could have given. Yeah, I know. It's always funny to me. So like, I don't have like a personal, real connection with Halloween. So I don't particularly feel like I'm like missing much besides spooky decor that I would love to own. But yeah, no, we don't have it. It's a very Americanized holiday. I don't know if I like that much. That's too much. Welcome to fucking around until you find out. I mean, Halloween is slowly becoming more and more a thing in that sense that, like, we're starting to get, like, shops start to have Halloween stuff, but no one celebrates it because we have a similar holiday, but it's not dressing up. We have one on the 11th of November where kids go door to door with little like homemade lanterns, and they sing, instead of saying trick or treat, they sing a little song to bring the light to your door. Basically, it's about sharing light and sharing what you have, and then you give them candy. I do have candy at the home for that right now for when it comes up. I do need to check. Okay, that's after a stream day. That's good. Not like streaming when kids come to my door. So we have something similar, but it's not like Halloween. Not Halloween. Fair enough. Yeah, I love spooky decor and I would love to have it for that sense. Again, I think that shit's great. But I personally don't feel like I'm missing much. Halloween lights. I mean, it's not Halloween. It's a different holiday altogether. It's based on a different thing. It just turned into a kid's holiday very similarly. But in my mind, I do get Halloween is very fun with the dressing up and all that, but I like the idea, like the origin, if you will, more than Halloween. Because Halloween is basically like a harvest festival kind of thing, and you wear a mask not to get fucking abducted by ghosts. Because it's a pagan holiday. I'm pretty sure, now that I think about it, pretty sure the Christians saw that and were like, we'll have our own version. But I do think it's cute to like bring light to people's doors, and the execution of like the little lanterns and their little songs. It's very cute. But yeah, I get it asked all the time of like, do you guys have Halloween? I'm like, nope. We don't. That's why I laugh when people thought it was criminal that I was already thinking about Christmas before Halloween was even over. And I was like, listen, if you don't have Halloween... We do have another holiday that is basically like... That is basically Christmas light. I'm pretty sure it's what Christmas is based off of, but I'm not sure. I'm not a historian. It's about... It's a kid's holiday where... you get presents. And it's in the beginning of December. We also have Christmas. But yeah, so I'm not even thinking about the first holiday. I'm already thinking about fucking Christmas because I want to pull out my Christmas tree and find out where to put it up. I want to decorate. I had grandparents who were highly opposed to Halloween because Satan's devil something. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a pagan holiday, so... But... Boo! So instead they take us to church on that day to have a fall festival, but we quickly just wiggled out of it and fair enough. I mean, I do think like a nice gathering of community stuff is nice, but I'm not a religious person, so... think that looks okay. Now I just have to do all of the fucking markings. Alright, we'll just start with how I was doing it. The way I'm going about this basically is I have a white layer and an orange layer, and the orange layer sits on top. No, the orange layer sits at the bottom, and I just erase things from the white to reveal the orange. To try and make it as accurate as possible to the sketch. And to also have an easy way to make a matchup. I specifically put on the ref sheet that the markings don't have to be fucking exact, because I'm not going to be able to draw this fucking exact every time. Hot tip for furry character owners. If you have a furry character and their design is complicated, do everyone a favor and don't be anal about it. Trust me, it's not worth it. Sincerely, a furry artist who sweats every time I see a reference sheet that is like, no, you have to draw him exactly like he's on the ref. And I'm like, bro, I can't even see exactly what's on the ref, let alone make an accurate guess. The element for me is mostly going to be... Oh, where's my mouse? Jesus. Bigger spot on this arm, only on to this one, to the upper arm, all the way of the leg of this, and then the tail has a big splotch, like Y'all can see here. That doesn't have to be crazy accurate of like, oh, if you miss the exact amount of freckles, bro, no, I don't even care. And then basically all of the leg. And there was like a whole furry debate going on Twitter. When is there not, to be honest? But there was a whole debate going on about people being like, how do you feel about people not color picking 100%? Yeah. So I think it was somewhere to the line of like, how do you feel about if someone draws your character and changes the colors a little bit? And now, if you suddenly give her blue hair instead of orange, I'd be like, huh? What? But if you made the colors more muted or lighter or even a little darker just to suit your personal art style, I will not give a fuck. Most furry artists do. Because, or well, most artists in general do. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're gonna have to. And one thing that I will stand by fiercely is people who get upset when I don't use pure white when their character is pure white, or pure black when their character is pure black. I use a lot of white and black in my character designs. Even Siggy over here obviously has white fur. The eye color here is pure white. The fur color, however, is not. Why? Because otherwise you could not see a difference. Also, pure white is hell to shade. This is already an insanely light color where I would not be upset if they tinted it to be slightly like creamier or something just to be able to shade it better. That makes sense because I can't go lighter than pure white and I can't go darker than pure black. So you kind of have to creatively unless it's a flat color, but even then keep in mind what you see as black here, this color, this line color isn't pure black. You know what is? This is pure black. Can you even see that? Yes, you can. If you zoom in, you see the difference. That for me, the line of the eye is lighter. Because I don't like using pure black for line art either. I tend to color in lines, and especially, or if I don't, if I leave it like this, I think it gives a little bit of a softer look to not have everything be pure black. It's more pleasing to the eye to me. I think using pure black or pure white is bad for character design. I mean, I don't care what people want to do with their characters. It's their characters. But it's just, don't get mad when people change them slightly. Like, even on Noi, the collar that you see, with the fucking chains and everything, it isn't pure black. None of this, none in the character design that I use is ever going to be pure black. It's going to be dark, and I tend to use warmer colors to match things up, but none of it is going to be pure black or pure white. Very rarely. I only do it in this because this is going to stay flat with the eyes, just so that there's an enough noticeable difference. Just because that looks more pleasing. So I think that's okay if you stay in flats, but I will barely ever use the outside of the box of the most saturated colors, basically. Especially if the character is in an environment, can't be in studio lighting all the time. Yeah, exactly. I love lighting in purple. Lighting in purple is great. Using the extremely is too harsh. To me, it is. I like a very pastel look to my things as well. And I think it's important to be educated about who you're commissioning. If that's not something you're comfortable with, look at my work. Do you ever see me use those colors? If the answer is no, I probably won't be the artist for you. I'm the same with like, I have nothing against sparkle dogs and those types of designs. I in fact think they can be extremely fun. But a lot of my work is very soft, very pastel, very like warm colors. So those type of designs are going to fit my style best because that's what I'm used to. That doesn't mean that you can't commission those people. But what I'm saying with it is, just don't be surprised if it doesn't translate the way you thought it was going to. And trust me, it's usually nothing fucking personal, it's just personal preference. I don't think designs are necessarily good or bad in that sense, they might just not be for me. Let's see, little freckles on the knees. I'm just personally not a fan of it. Yeah, that's fair. Neither am I. And all of it is valid. I just don't... like. That's why I'm like, I'm not like super harsh in it in the sense of like, no, never. Because I'm not 15 anymore and I don't think that's an interesting take on anything. I just thought it was an interesting debate going on where people were so vehemently against artists making characters suit their style. But like, that's the thing as well. Like, I draw my furries with like human hands, right? If you're going to commission me, I'm going to draw them with like that style of hand. If you expect more like paw-like hands, unless you specify, that's not going to be my initial thought about it. Unless they have like really big bappers, like look at Buff who has really big bappers, then sure, I will be like, all right, that makes sense. But just a general furry character, this is my style. Nothing good or bad about it, it's just that's my style. Too much of a mishmash of colors. People shouldn't bully others on what they can or cannot draw, and there's always some debate. I mean, like, I'm definitely not going to dictate about how other people can draw things. I'm just saying that, like, be mindful of who you commission. And if you are very particular about it, how you want your character to be drawn, specify, and then if the artist says no thank you, respect that boundary. Usually, it's nothing personal. It's just that sometimes artists feel like they cannot translate that well. For real, yeah. It's no biggie either, like, I promise you, it's not as a big a deal as you think it is. There's so many artists out there. And one thing that I have for sure, right, is that I don't like when my characters who aren't skinny are drawn skinny. Like, this is not a skinny character. This is me. I'm not skinny. It's why I kept that distinct line of the tongue here. I even drew it back here. Because, yo, I'm not skinny. So if you're gonna draw me like a stick, I'd be a little bit annoyed. I feel, and that's a perfectly fine preference to have. If I'm going to then commission someone who never draws plus size characters, it's a little on me. Because yes, they could learn how to draw it, but I can't make people draw something out of their comfort zone if they don't agree to that. That's not my job. It's for them to decide whether they can or cannot do that. And want to. Save and hydrate. I will save. Also, my ads start again in 5 minutes, so we'll take another little break. I did not expect to be drawing for long, so I think I'll just save the doing background part and like text part to do off stream, since that isn't particularly interesting to look at anyway. In my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But because I feel like it'll be more interesting for me to just finish these markings on all of this. And then call it a day, because I also still have to eat dinner. And I don't really want to order, because I have food at the house. Okay, so that orange is done. Thank you for the half pads. When I hear that sound, I'm like, oh, head pads for me? Yeah. Oh, I still need to do. Do foxes purr? I don't know. I do. It's the wrong layer, that would explain. You make little cheeky noises? Yeah. It's just easier to go this way. Oh, my fucking ads are starting. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I was so hyper-focused. I'll answer your question after, Meow. I promise. I just don't want to run into ads while I'm still drawing. So, I'll be right back. I'm back. Thank you for the patience and sticking around for ads. I always really appreciate it. Let me reread your question. I was checking your commissions. I did see they were closed. However, did you used to do refsheet commissions? I have, and thank you. I have in the past, but I don't do them anymore because I don't love making refsheets. I know that's crazy because I literally just finished one of Noi the other month, 2 months ago, a little while ago. And now I'm working on another one again. But that is to say that for more than an entire year where I've had like the intention to update this reference sheet, not necessarily to a new sona, but regardless, I wanted to draw one of my true sona. I just didn't, because my energy really has to be there. Like, I really have to have the drive to want to draw a reference sheet. So I don't offer them as commissions anymore because I don't really like doing them. The most I will do is if I do model commissions is I will make a little model sheet so I can show them off, of course, and people can show them off. Also, hi clone! I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Trying to finish the drawing part of this reference sheet. Oh my god, I moved my phone. There we go. We're getting to the nitty-gritty with the markings and stuff. Oh, hiccups. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, because I have gotten people to want to get reference sheets from me more again, and I'm honored and I appreciate it. I sweat every time because they exhaust me to a degree. I ask because you're one of the artists whose art style I think really meshes well with my sona. That's really fair. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's truly just because I like doing finished pieces the most, because I've thought about the same of like offering up like steady sketch commissions, because I do them sometimes in rare opportunities, but I just don't enjoy that the most of what I do. I like character illustration the most. I have a big list of furry artists I want to commission when I have the disposable income. The big list. Hell yeah. That's awesome though. I feel you. There are some artists that I've been following for ages with the want to commission. I don't have stuff outside of assets that I want right now that I want to commission because that takes priority for me right now. But my pen is stuck in my sleeve. It is cold today, man. I am like wearing layers and I'm cold. I was gonna say, if you like reference sheets, I think Bun does them, but don't quote me on them. I don't remember if they still do them as commissions. No, they don't do rendered sheets anymore. Which to me makes sense, because that's a lot of effort for something that needs flats anyway. Like the closest to rendering I do is the eyes. I add like a little bit of flare, because I also have I have very blue eyes, but then I have a very dark line around it in real life. Like outer circle, I don't fucking know what it's called. And I think it looks cool. Is that a little bit of an almost heart marking? Yes, that is on purpose. Is this what that looks like? No. Well, ish. I really appreciate it though. I feel like I took a long time really pinpointing whatever. What I like to draw the most and what fits my style. Looks like a little spooky ghost. Yeah, they're little ghosty markings. They're like all over. Some of them have eyes, some of them don't. I think it'd be fun for people to change it up if they wanted to. Give eyes to all of them. Eyes to none of them. I want to give people some freedom with that. No worries, you're good. I mean, I keep going back and forth over the riff. I don't blame you for not reading the text that's in between. But yeah, I feel like I settled on a style for furries that I really like. I like a really like anime style because for the longest time I still drew muzzles with like the line going down like right here. This one. And I do think it's cute. But I feel like it takes some of the freedom for me away of how expression you can make it. And if I like really well, I still try to keep within muzzle rules, right? But I feel like it really limits the faces for me. So I like an anime type style for it. It's because I'm working on stuff at the same time. Oh, no worries. I see. I understand that. I'm like that all the time when I'm I'm watching streams. I will work alongside them. I love how you draw Snoot. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And like, Noi has some angles to like still indicate that there's a snoot, and on the side it would be like, why is it not? On the side, it would still be like a little snoot. You know? But no, I don't really draw like, I have drawn them before, like very like furry faces, the whole, I still definitely can do it. I just don't like drawing them as much. I think it's funny that I can still just bust that out. Twitch streams are for background enjoyment. It's for body doubling, where you put on a stream and you use it to work. I'm pretty new to drawing furries. The muzzle is so hard to wrap my head around. It's definitely, I still think it's cool. Like, some people do it really well. You know which artist I fucking love? A dear friend of mine as well. But who draws very like cartoony, but still like very animal, like accurate to the animal, is Cream. Is their handle still Cream Mix Butter? I'm so bad at keeping up with that. Yes. If you want to look at a cool artist, do yourself a fucking favor and look up Kareem X Butter on Instagram is the one I would suggest. He's fucking rad. Prepare for a little bit of horror and a little bit of gore. It's very toned down and there's warnings on them, so don't worry too much. But just in case you're not comfortable with that. But he has a very good style. I feel like that is very like in that like very distinct furry snoot art style. I love his work so much. Also a big sweetie. Think of muscles as a chubby kidney bean. That's one way to look at it. You already follow them? Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember finding Cream way back on DeviantArt, back on my DeviantArt days, and I commissioned him to draw me and my partner at the time for something super cutesy, even though they draw a lot of horror stuff, just because I love the way they draw. Oh, hi! Nanyato? Am I saying that right? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hi, welcome raiders. Hello, hello. What were you doing? You were working on art? Nice. What were you working on? Did you have a good stream? Also, hi, welcome in raiders. Hope you can get comfy. I'm Noi. I'm a Fox VTuber and I draw a lot and I play games every now and then. And today I'm working on my reference sheet for my truesona and we're so close to being done. I just have to fix the markings on everything. And I'm trying my best while I'm also rambling a lot. Hello, hello. Tell me, Nanyato. I choose an English stream. Oh, is English not your main language? If so, that's okay. No worries. Also, no worries if you have to raid and run. If it's any comfort, English is not my native language either, so don't worry about it. I believe in you. But yes, let me say hello to everyone who came in with the raid. It was Sunny Sutcliffe, hi. Dare Paragorn Panda, hi. My native language is Dutch. Yeah. Second is Jesus. English is my close second, but at this point. But my native language is Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. And thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay. If you wanna share what you worked on, feel free, but again, no pressure. We're very low pressure here. A little bit. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Again, there's never any pressure to talk or chat, so you're all good. Can I ask what your native language is? But I've had people come in here whose main language is French, and you know, I don't care if you struggle along. If you want to chat, you're free to chat. If you want to be comfy and lurk, you're free to lurk. German? Ah, my dad's German. I don't speak German. Bratkartoffel. We're neighbors, language-wise. But the only thing I know is how to say ich habe keine Ahnung or ich habe keine Schimmer. Because that's what my dad taught me. I sadly don't speak enough German. Yeah. Really important sentence. Just be able to say, I have no idea in 2 ways. Really good. But, you know, I probably know a little bit more. I know how to read a tiny bit of German. But that was mostly because I had it in school. And I really wish my dad would have taught me growing up, because I would have loved to be able to speak a 3rd language. But no, he did not. So I'm stuck with just the one. We have someone else usually in chat who is also German, and he's had me read things out loud for chat before. I wish I was fluent in a 2nd language. That's fair. I am, but I kind of have to be, because English is all over the world, in the sense of like if you're online. I could speak Dutch and stream in Dutch, but I also have a lot of friends in America. Learning German later is not easy. It's not. It really is not. And people always tell me, oh, well, Dutch and German are alike because they're both Germanic languages. And I'm like, yes, they are, but they're not that alike. They're alike enough that it gets extra confusing, because I will never get the dirty das thing down. I really struggled with that back in high school. That was hard. It was genuinely very hard. Dirty das is super hard. It is. It's not fair. We don't have it in Dutch. In Dutch, things are very similar to English. It's it or the. Nothing is gendered. Objects don't have a gender. And what sucked the most for me is I was learning French at the same time, and certain things have different genders in both languages. Like, the moon will be masculine in one and feminine in the other. And I'm like, how am I supposed to remember all of these things? I studied Japanese for about 5 years in high school, but I've forgotten a lot of it now, and I was nowhere near fluent. Oh, that's fair. Japanese is also so different, but really cool. Japanese has a really unusual structure, but once you understand the order, it gets a little easier. That was what it was like for me a little bit. I was learning Korean for fun because I watch a lot of K-dramas, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if I kind of understood what they were saying? I didn't get anywhere close. So I was learning the alphabet first, and it looks so foreign. But once you get into it, like once you get into the understanding how their alphabet works, it weirdly makes a lot of sense, and you're like, oh, it's phonetic. I weirdly think that that was easier for me to grasp because it wasn't similar to anything I knew. Whereas when I'm trying to learn Spanish, French, German, they're all similar to Dutch and English in certain ways that I get confused. And they're all stuff with gendered language, and that confuses me a lot. I can see how that would make sense. Korean alphabet is cool. I can kind of read/write it, but I don't understand. I was able to write a little bit in it too, like remembering what letters was what, but it's been too long now, and the only things I know are how to say thank you and stuff like that. Because I was doing the Duolingo course, but then also a language podcast on the side of it to practice pronunciation. I think languages are very interesting, and I think learning languages are very interesting. But that doesn't mean I'm good at it. I feel that. Yeah. I really wanted to learn Spanish too when I was going to see Bun in Mexico. Because I think it's so nice to be... I think it's weird to go to a country and expect them to know the language that you know. No one's gonna know Dutch, first of all. Like, there ain't no way. But, you know, I feel like there's an expectation that people know English, and I don't think that that's fair. I know plenty of people my age that still don't really know English. Like, I know judgment. It's a whole different language. So I think it's quite good to try and learn the language of whatever country you're going to, and I definitely tried. I can say I tried. It was hard. It really isn't fair that everyone is expected to know English. Yeah. I get it weirdly a lot here, where, so I speak fluent English, but that's because I have a lot of like native English speaking friends. And I had a friend in high school whose first language was English and not Dutch, so I got to practice whenever I went to visit them. And I haven't really like that's really what had me speaking English as much as I do now, was because of that. They didn't all speak English, or they didn't all speak Dutch, so I spoke English. But the weird expectation, like in the Netherlands, people on average speak like 3 to 4 languages. So the expectation when you go around for people to speak English, I'm like, why? Why would they? I tried my best to be able to communicate, at least in Spanish, when I worked in retail. I hate that learning a language in the US is seen as a side thing instead of a necessity. I do think it would be nice for people to speak Spanish more in America, especially. Hello, gonna lurk? No worries. Have a nice time lurking. Hell yeah, do those dishes. I did mine earlier. But, like, here's the thing. I think it's good to try. I definitely think it's good to try to learn languages. But and to not assume that everyone speaks the languages that you speak. But that's about all you can do. Like, I remember being stuck on the airport in Mexico, and I was going around trying to find someone who spoke English to help me with my problem. And I couldn't find anyone. And I wasn't mad. I was a little confused because it gets advertised as like an international airport, so I'm definitely not the only one there who doesn't speak Spanish. But I'm not gonna be mad when I'm in a different country. Whose first language isn't English. I was a little confused when the people from my own not my own, but my country's fucking KLM, that I had trouble with them because they're usually either Dutch or English. I wish I was taught Spanish by someone who actually was fluent, because the way I was taught is very wishy-washy. I can imagine. It's interesting that no one spoke English at that airport. No one that I managed to flag down. Because that was my first question to people, was like, hi, I'm so sorry, do you speak English? And then it would be like, I was just looking for an ATM. And I needed them to point me in the direction. Because it's a big airport. I was lost. So I tried, and I was like, ATM? But if they just said no, or would shake their head, I would try and find someone else. I managed to find someone in the end who knew. Who didn't speak English either, but they understood my question. So they like walked me to where I needed to go. It was really nice of them. Or like in the direction of. Having the internet is a real lifesaver nowadays. Yeah, for sure. You can like, that was, I was unprepared for that last day. I didn't expect to be at the airport on my own, which it just couldn't be helped. But I had some internet, I had some data, and I was trying to make my way, because I was also kind of in a rush. I didn't want to miss my flight. I still had time, but it was starting to run out. It was a day for sure. So I didn't also really have the time to like get anything to load onto my phone to translate. But luckily it all worked out. I got home. I'm fine, I'm safe. But it was definitely stressful. I survived. But my gosh. Yeah, I've been to multiple countries where I didn't speak the language. Like I've been to France and Italy, and I didn't speak the language there. I knew some basics. I knew how to say thank you, for sure. And I try to make it from there. But I mostly just used the Translate app. I think that is it with black on this side. I think for the base markings, this is good. Now I just gotta do these, and then I'm done. Whew. I'm so glad I added this little thing, this little preview for people to see roughly what the markings look like. I usually never, but most of my designs are a lot easier than this. So I usually don't really have to worry about it. I'm glad I decided to. Whew, I'm glad I'm almost done. I'm excited to eat dinner. I have two choices. I can make chicken shawarma, which does not take long to make, or I can heat up a pizza. So it's going to depend on my hunger level after I'm done. Just realized. That's on the inside. Okay. Put this on. Hi, mermaid! How's it going? Sorry if I didn't see your message before. I'm like hyper focused on getting this done. The fucking markings take concentration. I'm working on reports, so it could be worse and could be better. Ah, I see. Understandable. Okay. Hi, Paulo. I will save, thank you. I'm chilling, finishing my riff. How are you? Recovering from a cold? Oh, geez. I hope you feel better soon. I'm honestly impressed. I haven't caught a cold recently, because with how cold it has been, I would have expected my ass to get a cold already. But luckily, no. I think that might be it. Obviously, there's some slight differences here and there, but markings-wise, that's everything. Whew. That's an hour longer than I intended to stream, but that's okay. I really wanted to get this reference art-wise done. I still have to make like a background and visuals and text for the name and all those details, but for now I'm good. Glad with those chains. I laugh at the shirt. I think I am good. I'm just gonna do this a couple times to see if I'm missing anything. I don't seem to be. Awesome. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna put my tablet away. get close to you guys. Hi. Because that means I'm done for today. Because that means I have to get food. Oh, because it's already past 6. I have to make some dinner. Thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Even when I get quiet. I do like that balance of like, we chat and I work. We chat and I work. Let's see if I can find someone to raid. If we have any suggestions in chat, I'll be happy to take them again. Otherwise, I do have a lot of options today. It has been nice listening to you. I'm really happy. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be streaming again on Friday, so. And thank you so much again for the raid, Nyan. Jesus, Nanyato. I can't pronounce stuff today. I love listening to VTubers who are drawing while I'm also drawing. Oh yeah, I get that. Big same. But again, thank you. Let's see. Do we want to enjoy some more art? We have quite a few art options. Ooh. I think I know. Do we wanna... Hell yeah, I know exactly who we're gonna raid. Because it's been a while since I was able to raid him. We're gonna raid Nox! Because I was raiding people from Stream Inc. all month. Which makes sense, that's kind of the point. To introduce you to all these new streamers. But I want to give some love to Nox, who is streaming right now. You done the dishes? Hell yeah, good job. And the noob, thank you so much for the follow. And thanks, guys. I was really happy to stream. I'm so glad that I had energy today to share with you guys. But yeah, Nox is an excellent artist, big sweetie. He's great. So I want to share some love. I think he's doing in-stream commissions, so if you have some spare cash, why not? We'll start the raid, and then I will say my usual, which is if you're going to come into the raid with us, please remember to refresh your stream so it actually counts towards their views. And if you're going to be chatting, you can copy and paste one of these raid messages to share some hype and love. And of course, be nice. Or else. I hope to see you guys again on Friday. I don't know what I'll be doing yet, whether that will be art or games. I'm kind of gonna feel it out. Because we still have more scary, spooky from observation duty rooms to do. So I could always do that. But if there's something that I want to work on art-wise, I will work on art. I'm just gonna see how I feel. So I hope to see you guys then. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed your stay, we have Discord. I always forget to do that part. That you can join, and we share lots of art and pictures of pets and life stuff. So, you know, if you enjoy the vibes here, then wink. All right, enough promo for myself. I'll see you guys Friday. Until then, sleep tasty and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.